Good, happy Tuesday morning, January 12th, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. It's time to rise and shine and get this Tuesday off to a good start. Sit back, relax, grab that cup of coffee, and enjoy this Tuesday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this broadcast. First up, we're going to begin with your COVID-19 Dashboard from Johns Hopkins University in Medicine. Let's take a look at that information for all of you right now. And here's a look at that information for all of you right now. Your global cases are 90,907,661. U.S. cases are 22,618,066. Your global deaths are 1,945,203. Your U.S. deaths are 376,280. That's a look at your COVID-19 Dashboard from Johns Hopkins University and Medicine. And now let's get to your other news. Trump and Pence met Monday evening, according to senior administration officials. President Trump and Vice President Pence met in the Oval Office Monday evening, according to a senior Trump administration official. It was the first time they had met since last week. According to officials, the two had a good conversation discussing the week ahead and reflecting on the last 4 years of the administration's work and accomplishments. They retreated that those who broke the law and stormed the Capitol last week do not represent America First movement backed by 75 million Americans and pledged to continue the work on behalf of the country for the remainder of their term, the official said. All eyes on President Trump as he heads to Texas to visit border wall. Trump has been behind closed doors at the White House and out of the public eye. President Donald Trump will break his silence as he visits U.S.-Mexico border near Alamo, Texas today, days after he was cut off from supporters when his Twitter account was permanently suspended. Trump will be heading there today around 10 a.m. Patriots head coach Bill Belichick declines to accept Presidential Medal of Freedom from Trump. Bill Belichick cited the tragic siege of the U.S. Capitol in his announcement. Bill Belichick, the head coach of New England Patriots, said on Monday that he is declining to accept the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Donald Trump, citing last Wednesday's siege of the U.S. Capitol, which was partly indicated by Trump. Recently, I was offered the opportunity to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which I was flattered by out of respect for what the honor represents and admiration for prior recipients. Subsequently, the tragic events of last week occurred, and the decision has been made not to move forward with the award, Belichick said in a statement obtained by ESPN. Above all, I am an American citizen with great reserves for our nation's value, freedom, and democracy. I know I also represent my family and the New England Patriots team. He continued, one of the most rewarding things in my professional career took place in 2020 when, through the great leadership within our team, conversations about social justice, equality, and human rights moved to the forefront and became actions, continuing those efforts while remaining true to the people, team, and country I love outweigh the benefits of any individual reward. Up to 15,000 National Guardmen could be at Biden's inauguration. The number of National Guard troops deployed around next week's inauguration could raise from at least 10,000 to 15,000, the National Guardmen's top general said Monday. Support requests from Secret Service, Capitol Police, and Park Police have been authorized to provide up to 15,000 Guard members to meet current and future support requirements. General Daniel Hopkins, the chief of the National Guard Bureau, told reporters on a phone briefing. They are troops that have been requested to support security, logistic liaisons, and communication mission. Hopkins said that there are currently 6,200 guardmen in the district, and there would be 10,000 in place by Saturday. The National Guard has always participated in inaugurations, and there were 9,000 members on hand last year, but because of the coronavirus pandemic, the number had been reduced to 5,000 for 2021. Last week's insurrection at the Capitol changed those plans, and Pentagon spokesperson Jonathan Hoffman additionally made clear that the Guardsmen will be remaining in Washington after Inauguration Day. We're not looking at the January 20th as the last day, and people will pack up and go home at the conclusion of all the events, he said. There will be some elements that will remain for a brief period to ensure safety and security in the days following the inauguration as well. Hawkson, the chief of the National Guard Bureau, said no decision has been made yet about whether to arm the guardmen, but criticized that possibility as an ongoing decision. Observantly, we're very concerned that we want our individuals to be and have the right to self-defense, he said. Stock features flat. Monday's session breaks a winning streak. U.S. equality features were flat in early morning trading on Tuesday after breaking a winning streak as investors grew worried about the stock's starched volatiles. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Let's take a look at your weather for today across the United States. And here is a look at that weather across the United States for today. As you can see, there's some snow way up north in the white here. Snow and along the Canadian border as well. But this part of New Hampshire is all dry, and all of this part of the United States is dry as well. Then you get down by North Carolina and South Carolina. We have some rain and thunderstorms near the edge of Miami and in the ocean area and Havana. And then some rain over here, but mainly dry all in this whole section of the United States, as you can see. Over here, you're seeing some mixed precipitation in this part of the United States, along with snow, rain, and heavy rain / flash flooding possible. And that is a look at the weather across the United States for this Tuesday. And we're going to switch gears now. Leap into love for the year of 2021 with these tips from dating expert. Let's get some tips on dating. Are you looking for some love for 2021? Here are some tips for all of you. Let's take a look at this video from Good Morning America.
It's time now to leap into love. All about finding your perfect match in 2021. First, we met Elizabeth Long last year. Mom of two, was ready to look for love, so we called in dating expert Bella Gandhi to help her get started. Here's her story. Welcome, ladies. Elizabeth Long took a leap of faith to find love right here on GMA last February. Are you ready to take this leap?
Well, I actually thought that I would leap into dating in a private sort of setting.
Yeah.
A little discreet. But here I am.
To help Elizabeth get started,
This is your marriage map.
GMA teaming her up with dating coach Bella Gandhi.
I, Elizabeth, deserve great love and am capable of giving great love. I will take things slowly and date many people at the same time. Can you do that? Yes.
But just weeks after filming, the country shut down. And Elizabeth says the dating game quickly changed.
With COVID, it just leveled the playing field. Nobody knew how to date during a pandemic.
Elizabeth and her suitors getting creative through socially distant walks, FaceTime dates, and yes, dating apps.
As afraid of the apps as I was, turns out I loved them. Ultimately, I met someone really special on there.
Elizabeth swiping right into love, matching with Corey Ryan, who asked her on their first date over the summer.
I'm actually going to be in your neck of the woods, going on a bike ride Saturday morning. Would you like to meet for a coffee? I would love to meet you.
The rest, Elizabeth says, well, it's history.
I look back now, and never in a million years did I think that less than a year later, I would have met this extraordinary man. And the thing is I didn't have to have the answers. I just had to say yes.
Oh, happy joining us live now, Elizabeth and Corey, also dating expert Bella Gandhi. First of all, Elizabeth, it is so good to see you again and to meet you, Corey. I can't believe that was last year. So, Elizabeth, give us, what was your one word that got you through 2020?
I think the one word that comes to me first, of course, I was excited to take this journey, but the word courage comes to mind. It takes courage to love forward. It takes courage to be vulnerable. It takes courage to show up and be a student with a coach. And it takes courage to persevere after you go on national TV to profess that you're going to start dating and the whole world shuts down right after.
Oh, by the way, that's true, right after that happened. But it also takes courage to believe that the best is yet to come. And the best at what she does is Bella. So, Bella, tell us what Elizabeth also did right last year.
So she did three wonderful things. First, her mindset was awesome. Like she said, she was so scared of getting online, but she stayed psychotically optimistic through the entire thing. What I loved is that her mindset was, I'm just going to go out there and meet lots of friends. Number two, she did not ignore red flags. We went over red flags right away, and even if somebody seemed really good on paper, if he seemed controlling, inconsistent, unreliable, any of that, We got rid of them right away. She threw them back to the pond. And last, she kept going through thick or thin, right? Dating is a marathon, not a sprint. So even when it's tempting to quit, when you have a disappointment, she kept powering through, and look, she found love.
Yes, and Corey. And so, Corey, what was your thought? Did you know that Elizabeth had been on Good Morning America looking for love? Were you aware of that at all?
I was in the beginning. I asked her, I think on our second date, I found out about it. And, but yeah, it was just a wonderful experience going through COVID and kind of almost the dystopia of it, and finding Elizabeth and just the bright kind of love that she emanates from her. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful human being.
Yeah. And the fact that you found each other, she didn't find you, you didn't find her, you found each other. And Elizabeth, is there something you would like to share with us now?
Just a little secret.
Yeah. So recently I asked Elizabeth if she would marry me and join our families. And she said yes.
Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. You've set the bar very high now for everybody else who participates in this. The fact that you all were able to find each other and that you are now engaged. We could not be happier for you both. And Bella, what advice do you have if somebody is watching this morning and they're saying, what about me? How can I do this? How can I find love?
Do something that's going to change the results that you're getting. Dip a toe in. You can do this. You can find love. It can happen to anybody. You just have to believe it.
You've got to believe it. That's right. Got to believe it. Well, thank you, Bella, and also Corey and Elizabeth. It is so wonderful. Thank you for being so open and sharing and helping us. We really do appreciate that. Wish you all the best. Maybe we'll televise the wedding. We didn't announce the wedding here. Who knows? We'll find out. I can see Elizabeth right now going, enough. You can find more of Bella's tips on finding love on our website, and you can follow her on Instagram at Smart Dating Academy, where she gives free dating tips, answer questions live every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Tomorrow on GMA, it's all about singles and how to reset your dating mindset. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here.
Okay, and there you go. Very cool indeed. So, dating expert and how today for the year 2021. Good information there. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. In today's entertainment news, inside Kamala Harris's Vogue cover controversy, sources say. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
No matter who you voted for, I will strive to be a vice president, like Joe was to President Obama. Loyal, honest, and prepared, waking up every day, thinking of you and your family.
Not only is Kamala Harris the vice president-elect, but she's also the February 2021 Vogue cover star. Exciting, right? But it's not without controversy. The politician's team and a ton of people on social media aren't too happy about one of the images the mag selected for the cover. On Saturday, Harris's Vogue cover started circulating online. That's the former California senator with her arms crossed, rocking a dark suit and her trademark Converse sneakers in front of a pink and green backdrop, a nod to her days as a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at Howard University. Well, some people weren't feeling it, with many saying that the lighting washes her out and that the styling isn't worthy of the country's first black woman to be elected to vice president. The mag later released another pic, this time featuring Harris in a powder blue suit in front of a gold backdrop. Huffington Post contributor Yashar Ali was the first to report that Harris's team thought that pic would be the cover, adding that they were blindsided and only found out about the switch when the images leaked on Saturday. Now a source is opening up to ET, explaining, quote, Harris's team never asked for photo approval, but the only thing agreed upon was that the cover would be the blue suit with gold backdrop. The two teams have been in touch constantly throughout this process, and at no point did Vogue tell Harris's team they were switching the cover. The source added that the more casual photo was always going to be featured inside the mag, but Kamala's team never would have approved it for the cover and is extremely disappointed. Vogue responded to the controversy in a statement obtained by ET on Monday, explaining that they felt the more informal images captured Harris's authentic, approachable nature, which we feel is one of the hallmarks of the Biden-Harris administration. Quote, to respond to the seriousness of this moment in history and the role she has to play leading our country forward, we're celebrating both images of her as covers digitally. A source close to Vogue also tells ET that the mag wanted to capture Harris as a leader and as a person and as she was most comfortable, adding that they collaborated closely on all creative decisions and that both of the looks were selected by Harris and her team. As for the casual cover image, the source says Vogue selected the pic that they felt captured her optimism, personality, and authenticity.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And let's take a look at this. So, Ken Jennings last night hosted Jeopardy for the new show. He was the interim host of Jeopardy last night. Let's take a look at Ken Jennings and the reveal of late Alex Trebek's reaction to him as guest host Jeopardy.
But you waved it away. You should have listened to that one little feeling. Just like I'm listening.
I think it's typical to watch a game show from your couch and yell out answers and think, I wonder if I could beat these guys. And the chase exists to answer that question.
Any advice for our players tonight?
It might be a little too late for advice. I will offer you good luck because I don't believe that helps at all.
The guys show off the smarts that made them Jeopardy champs, and 2 months after Alex Trebek's passing, Brad remembered a time the late great host helped relax contestants before a big show.
Ken and I and Jerome Barrick were so nervous that we were trying to figure out any way to sort of cut the tension. Somebody suggested, well, hey, let's take our pants off. Ha ha ha, you know, that's a funny joke. What we didn't know is that our mics were live and Alex heard us. They introduced Alex. He comes right out and he's wearing no pants. Of course, we all cracked up, and I will never forget that as long as I live.
And the pressure's on for Ken. Starting tonight, he fills big shoes as an interim Jeopardy guest host.
It is incredibly nerve-wracking. You've seen for years how perfectly Alex did that job, and then when you have to do it from the other side, you see how incredibly difficult it is. He just made it look so effortless. I spoke to him not long before he passed about the possibility of guest hosting at some point, and he was just so encouraging. That meant so much, just because he's been such like a paternal figure in all of our lives. If Alex tells you something, you believe it.
I've gathered you here tonight to watch a different kind of game.
It's a hybrid of a game show and a kind of murder mystery. People are playing for a lot of money, but it's also a kind of detective show as well, in the sense that there are 5 contestants. One of them, the hustler, is lying about who they are, and the others have to try and guess who it is.
You guys are quite confrontational with each other right away. You have to work as a team early on, but clearly that's not going to happen. Good luck to you all.
I really don't know who the hustler is, so I'm playing the game with everyone else as it's going on. And I have to tell you, I never once got it right who the person was. It's very engaging. It's very strange.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your celebrity birthdays for today. Let's see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday for this Tuesday. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And that's gonna do it for this Tuesday morning edition of the Morning Show with Riley King. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everyone. And I'll see you back here later on today with more news coverage. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye.